Hello everyone, I am PyroFalkon and this is Monster Rancher Evo. In the last episode we generated two new monsters, Darth Jar Jar and Buford. And we now have a problem, what with Tico and such, after running our first circus here in Tung Bool. Had to remember the name. What's up, Tico? Hell, some scary guy is here. He's got red hair. Red hair, eh? Could it be the Red Orca? Maybe. Very well. I will see him. Hell, here he is. Albert, I see your back sticking your nose where it's not wanted. Extorting money from your own parent. You are shameless, Brother Bernard. Huh? Brother? Don't expect any special treatment from me. I see you're pursuing your silly dream, as always. I am a traveler of the world. Unlike you, I am not happy to squat in my pen like a pig. Say what you want. I'll have the last laugh, friend. That Red Orca guy, he's Albert's brother. Yes. What's the story? Some other time, but enough of that. We have training to do, people. We do have training to do. Get those motivations up, everyone. I want to see more numbers gained, especially for you two rookies. I don't care if you're short-tempered. Get your shit together and do the job, Buford, whose name I totally didn't forget for a split second. You know what I should do, actually? How much money do we have? That's not enough. I was going to replace his tank with the... Who was it? I think it was Buford has the medium defense tank, and I was going to give him the large. We're going to need to do another show before I can afford that, though. This wasn't the tank like 6,000. I mean, that would take the rest of our cash, so it's not worth it. We'll just keep burning through this and do another Showtime. I don't know if I have to do something else in town, but I mean, this can't hurt. Just burning through training. I need to get the AMAs together, too. I didn't do that. Oh, here we go. Ah, Lana. Welcome! Good day, Tico. What a nice welcome. Hey, Lana, can I ask you something? Yes? Albert and the Red Orca are brothers, right? So why do they hate each other? Those two were always complete opposites, even when they were children. Albert was very serious. Bernhardt was rough and wild. Emphasis on the... Never mind. But along with myself, the three of us got along very well, but... One day something happened between me and Albert. Since then, the three of us started to slowly grow apart. Something happened? Yeah, no shit. Ada? My goodness. I was sick with a terrible fever. Albert appeared with a kind of plant that cured my sickness. It looks like a stick. Like, it just looks like a twig he found at the bottom of a tree. Only a few of those plants grow in all of Timpano Desert. They're very rare and valuable. Oh, I'm sorry. And Al brought it just for me. His strength and kindness made me finally confess my love for him. Doesn't Naruto, like, freak the hell out over this? And after that, Bernard suddenly changed. Our little group fell apart. Yes, it was because of that day. Ah, well, when the heart says yes, none can deny it. Please, it isn't a laughing matter. So you left town because of a love triangle? That's cold. It wasn't like that. Deserting the town to become an entertainer. I suppose it's like repudiating everything my brother and the merchant stood for. What a large word to use in a game that has such weird polish in its translation. Maybe. Easy to say, I guess. Please stop. It has nothing to do with you. A propeller beanie? I wanted to bring this up. When that first happened during the first run, I stopped the show dead. And I'm like, what the hell just came out of Marlene's mouth? I have found out what that phrase means. It's still mistranslated, but I understand what it means now. But this is going down a hell of a rabbit hole. And it occurred to me, I'm going to put a link in the video description. One of my favorite YouTubers now is a guy named Hugbees. He's doing comedy. He did a React video, basically, of an old Windows 95 teaching tool that had the narrator calling a group of theoretical people propeller heads. What that all relates to is there is a hat with a propeller on it. You may have seen it before if you're of a certain age and you've seen old cartoons. You will know what a propeller beanie is. But that sentence, or that phrase, I guess, when you attach it to a person, is basically calling them a childish idiot. I mean, there is a more specific definition, but that is what it is. It's an insult and calling someone a childish idiot, because only a childish idiot is going to wear a propeller beanie hat. So she's just calling Albert a childish idiot because he just blew that, since she's clearly hot for the clown. God damn it, I found the title of this episode. She's clearly hot for the clown, and he's just all, I don't care about your boobs or your outfit, I'm just caring about my hometown. And so she's upset, and so she's calling him an idiot. Nowadays, you would probably say a sussy baka, but whatever it is, that actually sort of makes sense. It's just a really, really stupid word choice. A 6-year mystery has finally been solved for me. As that sentence has bothered me since the first run. Huh? No, Marlene, that wasn't my intention. Oh, but that was not good. Even I'm smarter than that. Yeah, Albert. Sorry, my brain filter just caught one. Let's say a nice version of what I was going to say. Albert, just declare your interest for Marlene, and everybody will be happy. Especially Marlene. My goodness. The tension between you two could be cut with a knife. It's turning the love triangle into a love rhombus. Alright, I should probably go to the guild. No, I don't need to now. I should have gone to the guild before. We'll have a simple task list because we're on the blacklist of the missions. Can I talk to you? Something bad has happened. Oh, who's this? Hello, I am Zito. I represent a group of local merchants. Aha, so you're the sand whales guy. Don't call him fat. Sound like a fat joke, Naida. The fact is, my father has been betting on monster battles. I was betting against a red orca agent. Now I has fallen heavily into debt to them. Taking advantage of our weakness, the red orcas have overtaken the sand whales. What were you thinking, you mustached idiot? You sussy baka? I am ashamed of myself. But that is not all. This time the battle will be for the ancient book of Balka. What? Huh? Is that bad? It's terrible. That book is entrusted to the most honored person in town. Possessor controls the town. So really, we're fighting over who gets to be mayor? If it should fall into his hands, then the town will be his. But why the heck would anyone make a crazy bet like that? Can you win? The Red Orcas have brought in an incredibly powerful monster. I don't know what to do. Bro, we gotta help! Right, I can't do this many high-pitched voices, man. I'm gonna blow out my throat. Right, our kids can take care... Our kids can take on his henchmen any day of the week. Yeah, if it would get all of you to shut up, that'd be fine. Lana, I could fight the battle if you want. I mean, I'm a professional monster breeder and all, who's big and buff and muscular, and I totally know what every woman wants, so I can do it. Really? Thank you. When you are ready, please come to my place. I'll wait in the father's offices. I'm so glad that Al came back when he did. This girl is kind of annoying. Yeah, no shit. Ready, calm down. But she's just speaking the truth, Goffrey. Just flip and chill, buddy. Alright, well, I'm not going to do that until Mithras heals, because she's the alpha. I'm sure I could probably do it with the other two. good. All right, that's now we're getting somewhere. We'll do one Showtime, and then we'll go to town and enter that tournament. What? Look, working my monster harder? What? She's been injured, Nayuta. What the flip is wrong with you? No, shut up. I didn't mean to do that. My gosh, you're... God, where's Rio when we need her? She kind of stayed out of my way. She translated the evil tree, and she was an ancient bird from the old days. The main thing was she stayed the hell out of my way and let me raise my monsters. Oh, God, Marlene's monster capped. Wait, who was her monster? Oh, him. Yeah, alright, that's fine. Let's seal up... What was his name? God, we didn't get to spend a lot of time... Oh, Dave. Yeah, fuck Dave. We didn't, I don't care, it's Dave. It's okay, Nayuta. Sealing up a Dave is usually what Daves are there to be used for. Anyway, we didn't really get a lot of time with those monsters, but you know what? I'm not too concerned about it. Dave sucks, and we're just gonna move on. I really, I didn't want to blow through the monsters that fast. That was unfortunately just a side effect of having to grind for a couple in-game years during that part where I was stuck on. But I don't think that's going to be a problem anymore. We're going to have, it's going to be too easy to get monsters up now that we... now that we have access to all the red tricks. Alright, let's see who we got here. Who we're getting. That's English. Okay, Google. Pick a number from 1 to 24.
1.
Okay. Zaburo the Pyro, or Piroro. That actually works out. He can be our first intelligence monster. Oh, it's a zebra. I get it. It lives in the wild to entertain the Noramons, but it used to suffer sudden attacks at times, which prompted its body to develop camouflaging capabilities. Oh yeah, I totally can't see it against that background. Ah, what a silly-looking monster. Yeah, sure. Want to raise it? Yeah, sure. So, both Jaren Jeffcoat and Evelyn Loveless have submitted the name Windlore, which... For those who are new to the channel, that kind of became a meme in my Monster Rancher 4 run, because Windlore is, ding, the only thing that matters. So we're going to stick Windlore with Marlene, and we're going to focus on intelligence attacks. So again, I'm probably going to have to go back and get a new trick, because I don't think... Yeah, I don't have any intelligence tricks. So I'm just going to do nothing for now, because there's no reason for it. And then we'll run to the shop and see what we can do. I don't really have a lot of money. 6,800. Like, that barely gets me the effect and maybe a small tank in addition to what we already have. So we'll just have to do a little bit of money management here. I like that, though. I like the money management. I mean... Also, the way Evo is, Evo's one of the easier Monster Ranchers, but you do have to do some grinding, and that includes interactive training. But once you do that, it's not that hard to get exactly what you want. You just have to set it up properly. So, so, yeah, I can't even afford a red trick. I could afford a yellow trick without a prop, or a green trick with a prop. Let me see here. Defense. Yeah, it's power. Baku Kit's a green? Wow. Alright, let's see. Nope, didn't mean to do that. Let's see what your yellow intelligence tricks are. As we've got, box kit. And that's it. Okay, let's check to see whether our boy can do the box. So, Windlore. Yeah, I assume that's what the third icon is on the top row. That's a monster in a box, so I'm going to go ahead and assume that'll work. So we will buy only... Right? Because if I buy both... Yeah, I can't afford... Well, maybe I can. Yes, I actually probably can. I can afford the box kit and a prop. I won't have very much money after that, but I should still be able to afford the combination. So, ring parts, box kit. Defense? Sure, because we know the defense is so huge in Evo now. Okay. I mean, that should be fine. If we do run into a okay. If we do run into a problem where we just straight up cannot progress, then I'll combine monsters and try to fix some of this stuff. Because the Generation 1 monsters, by their nature, are going to have a fairly low maximum number of their skills. So I'm really hoping that it doesn't come and bite us in the butt. But we won't know that until we get to the next dungeon. Alright, so before I go to the next week, let's run to the guild office and see if they have missions for me. It seems to have been inconsistent. Sometimes the guild office has missions for me right away, as they did in Grabad, and sometimes they don't because they need me to do something first, like they did in Campana. So let's see what we're dealing with here in Tungbool. Nope, he won't give me a mission. Alright, that's fine. We don't need a mission. It'll be an easy... Oh, no. Buford has injured. Oh! He's gonna miss the show! Ah, well. It's fine. That was kind of a long load. Hooray! It's showtime! With one missing injured performer. Welcome, show's about to begin. Great. Alright, let's roll before the audience completely passes out and dies. So, we've got 2 more AMAs. The short one comes from Evelyn Lovelace, who asked me if I've ever had anything from Burger King or McDonald's breakfast menu, which is seemingly random, but okay. AMA for sure. Holmes, ask me anything. Sorry for saying Holmes, I am way too old for that. So, I coincidentally, when she asked me that, I think I was craving McDonald's. So, I mean, specifically McDonald's breakfast. I don't think I've ever had breakfast from Burger King, but I love McDonald's breakfast. I love their hash browns, as I think does anyone who also hates their own body, because of how unhealthy those are. But yeah, basically everything that McDonald's sells on its breakfast menu is great. But my favorite are the McBiscuits. What? Egg McMuffins? Whatever. What are they called? The biscuits with the eggs and the cheese and the such in them? I don't remember what they're called. I just know I flippin' love them. Jimmy Dean, hashtag not sponsored. Jimmy Dean is a company that sells those kinds of sandwiches too. And they're very good. You just put them in your freezer, and then the day before you want them, you take them out to thaw. And the day of, you nuke them, and they are very, very, very good. Gives me something to look forward to when I get it. A little on the pricey side, because it's only 2 sandwiches, but more expensive and tastes better than McDonald's. But McDonald's one is good. You can't beat an Egg McMuffin. Sausage Egg McMuffin. That's it. Haha. The other question we're going to get to is a bit more serious. I'm sorry, Joe. So the AMA is basically asking me what I do, or how I think, or how I react when I feel like I can't go on anymore, which is a good, serious question, and certainly where I've been the last month, so it's very topic appropriate. I wish there was an easier answer that especially wasn't a cop-out, but unfortunately for me, but also kind of fortunately, when bad shit happens, I can just push on through it, usually. I don't know why, because there are many times in my life, especially back with the bullies in middle school and high school, that I did give up on life, and I just kind of existed. Like, I stopped trying to do things. And that still strikes me now. There are times when YouTube becomes a little too much, and I look at my subscriber count, and I get upset, and I'm like, why is that not higher? Why have I been at this 11 years and still can't pay my bills? Yada, yada, yada. You've all heard me blather about that before. But the core question is, what do I do to push through that and get back to work anyway? And unfortunately, I don't have an answer. I don't know what it is. It's some sort of drive in me that stops me from ever completely giving up. And I don't know why I have it. I wish I did, because I wish I could harness it. I remember in Walmart, that struck me multiple times too, where I was just so beaten down by the way they treated me, and the fact that I was basically watching my dreams die one bicycle at a time because I was stuck there. And there were many times when I didn't want to get out of bed, or I just didn't want to work anymore, or I didn't have the motivation to do my best. But there was never a conscious thing I did. Oh, get him, get him, get him. Holy crap. There was never a conscious thing I did to solve that. There are things I can do, like if I listen to music, especially hard music, then it can usually hype me up to get focused and do a job I need to do. But that didn't happen in the mornings because I'm terrible at waking up in the morning. I basically woke up, threw on my work uniform, and went to work, and that was the only way I could avoid being late. So there was no one thing I did to try to motivate myself to keep going. And even now, that's harder because I have the show and I'm my own boss, and that's both the easiest and hardest person to work for because there's no accountability. I mean, if I feel like taking a day off, who's going to fire me? With the show in particular, what does keep me going is the knowledge that you all will be disappointed or let down or sad or just annoyed if I don't do the job and do videos. God, is that why we did so garbage? Because everyone's motivation was kind of down? Respectable numbers gains except for Mithras. But Mithras kind of got screwed because I didn't pay her any attention. Darth Jar Jar got a shitload of life points, though. Thinking I should convert Darth Jar Jar to being a straight-up tank. Give him, like, the medium defense in addition to his... Alright, back to the grindstone with raising a flippin' monster. Hold on. Holy crap. I'll talk more about what I was just talking about in a second. Alright, sorry Mithras. Yeah, I don't want to. Mithras was doing really well. We can always pull any of these monsters off the bench, too, if we need to force our way through a particularly sticky dungeon, but I mean, I'd prefer not to do that. My entire gimmick is to show off the unique monsters. So the more we pull monsters out of retirement or combine, I'm kind of going against what I want to do. But it's fine. We don't usually blow through this many monsters in our dungeon or in our Monster Rancher runs. All right, so let's get to the book. Grab my phone. Okay, Google. Pick a number from 1 to 24.
Here's a random number, 10.
Woo! Alright, I'm good with that. So our next monster is a golem called Butcher King. A character with a passion for battles more than other golems, with a very wild character. It also possesses a degree of mischievousness, and its fickleness is unequaled in comparison. So it's a prankster and is also indiscriminate. That's probably not good. Whoa, that's quite a large monster. Want to raise it? Absolutely. So this name comes from Lavana Erickson, and the name is Fury. Not Fury, but Fury. Which, according to Lavana's comment, is that the name means fiery, feisty, passionate. And given the description of this golem, I think that's very fitting. So, Fury, welcome to the team. And let's make you, if we've got the right tricks, we'll make you our super tank. But I don't think I've got a defensive trick. How much money do I have? Let me see. Can I pull up my data here? I cannot pull up my data, so I cannot pull up how much money I have. That's fine. We can figure that out in a second. So, Fury, you are my monster. And let's get... What? Oh, got it. Okay, and boop. Yeah, I mean, I've got the defense... I mean, it'll work, but I'd rather have defense life and using a large tank. It's going to cost me like 20 grand to get that going. How much do I have? 4 grand. Yeah, that's not enough to do anything with. I have to do more shows. So wait, at this point, who's my senior monster? It's Zeus. Zeus is my senior monster and probably has the best chance of winning this tournament. Let's wait until the other one gets healthy again, which might be a hot minute. And then we can try to do that tournament or sign up for it. So, just to conclude the AMA I had mentioned... there we go. Retired monsters come out of retirement. Okay. You know what? In that case, let's just keep going because there's only a minute left in the episode. So, I don't know what gets me out of bed when things are bad. I just keep going. I don't have faith in God. I don't have faith in myself. I'm not optimistic in that I think everything's going to work out and everything's going to be fine. Not without a shitload of hard work. So when everything in my body tells me to stop, it's usually someone else who's able to carry me through. And for the channel, that means all of you. And I know that sounds like a line, but sometimes that's what it takes. I think about all of you watching my videos for however long you may do so, and that gets me out of bed and gets me to work. But as far as like life stuff, I really don't know. I also don't know how I got through school because, I mean, I've mentioned before, I've been suicidal, especially in high school, but I've never been able to take that step, and I don't know why. There was only one incident that I'm not going to talk about in detail where I was so broken that I thought I could do that, but I didn't have the means at the time. And nowadays, those thoughts don't creep into my head very often, so I just keep going, keep grinding away, nose to the grindstone and all that. I wish I had a hard answer for you, Joe. I really do, because I would love to tell people what keeps my drive going. That would be a good thing to know, how people handle their drives. Maybe one day I'll find the answer, but unfortunately for now, I don't have it. I just do what I do and press on and keep grinding. Sometimes that's all you can do. But I will keep grinding with these monsters in the next episode because I'm out of time for this one. Thank you all very much for watching. I will see you again tomorrow for another episode.